Hello, Dan here. Now, we're currently between seasons. We wrapped Sarah's season of Trap films a few weeks ago, and we're now deep into recording season 7. This season I've gone for dreams as a theme, and our first movie is the 2020 sci-fi horror Come True, which releases on August 5th. Now, before we get to the season preview, we're asking anyone that listens and enjoys what we do to help the show. There are a few ways you can do that. Firstly, over on Patreon, we have a £3 a month tier, which, as well as getting that warm, fuzzy feeling you get when you support something that you like, you'll also get access to our end-of-season wrap shows. As well as that, we release a minimum of 2 reviews of brand new movies every single month, but that usually ranges between 3 and 6. If you're interested in joining our Patreon as a free member, you'll get access to our season lineup so you can watch the films ahead of the episode drops. Now, not all support has to be financial. If you like what we do and you want to help in another way, you could make sure that you're subscribed on your podcast player so that you're notified every time an episode drops and you can listen. We also have an RSS feed linked to our YouTube channel, so you could go and subscribe to that too, as I'm sure that helps. If you listen on Spotify, make sure you hit that 5-star icon below the show's artwork, or submit a review wherever you listen, preferably 5 stars. That would be lovely. And finally, if you could tell someone about the show, perhaps you have a really weird and twisted friend that loves Bad Boy Bubby, maybe point them in the direction of our episode covering that in season 6. And also make sure that you're following us on social media. Search for the handle STH_pod on Instagram, X, Threads, TikToks. All of the links are in the description. So, without further ado, here is a sneak peek of what is coming up in Season 7, beginning on the 5th of August. So we're back for another season.
It was like we were never away.
Brand new theme. It's my choice because you chose the last one.
Which was kind of obvious from the pics.
From the lineup of movies, you could look at that lineup and go, Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah chose that one. But
look at all the incest. It must be Sarah.
we spoke about in great detail in our season 6 wrap show. Check out our Patreon feed.
Some would say too much detail.
Yeah, some might say that. Not me.
But you chose this theme.
Yes.
Which is
dreams.
And why did you choose dreams?
Well, it's my answer is always the same, really. There's a film that I wanted to cover.
Okay.
And it fits within that kind of theme. But also, like, it is a very interesting, unexplored area of human existence. Like, it's only recently that we've begun to be able to measure things that go on in our brain. So it's a relatively new area of scientific study, I feel like, outside of anecdotal evidence.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fascinating. It's something I think we can all relate to at some point in our lives. Some people can't dream, can they?
Seriously?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I was just...
Oh, right. You're just making sweeping statements with no credence.
I wonder if everyone dreams, but just not everyone can remember it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I very rarely remember my dreams. Very rarely.
I do quite often.
And how are they?
They veer between the absolute mundane to VHS shopping one minute and then running away from burglars the next.
Okay.
There's a lot of being chased, actually. Being chased is definitely a recurring theme in my dreams.
Do you ever fly in your dreams?
I've never flown that I'm aware of.
You just walk in?
Yeah.
Okay, boring.
Just using me trotters.
Yeah. Like I said, I very rarely remember my dreams. But I do remember a few from when I was like a kid. I do sort of tend to float in my dreams rather than fly. I tend to float a few feet off the ground.
So you're just hovering?
I'm sort of hovering.
That's way less impressive.
There's this weird thing that seems to be recurring in my dreams as well, where if I flap my arms like they're wings, I can get off the ground a little bit, but I have to keep flapping like really vigorously, and I can only get up a little bit, and I'm knackered. Yeah.
Have you tried doing this in real life?
Well, yeah, obviously. Doesn't work. Try it from the ground.
Dream logic.
Yeah. But I sort of rarely remember my dreams, but sometimes they're very weird. There was a lot of zombie stuff when I was a teenager, a lot of zombie dreams, probably more to do with the kind of media I was consuming back then.
Yeah, my dreams are often influenced by films that I've been watching recently.
Yeah.
Not that, just very quickly, I haven't been dreaming about incest, okay? But just wanted to put that out there before anybody comes for me.
Good.
So that's why you chose the theme. Okay. You just wanted to delve into this area that you feel hasn't been explored enough.
Yeah, I guess so. It just feels like a good, interesting theme.
And it's not really explored very much in films, because when you told me the theme, I was just like, well, there's all of the Nightmare on Elm Streets.
Yeah, we could have done a full season of Nightmare on Elm Street movies. We could have done the 7 movies and the reboot as the 8th one.
No, the remake.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Have you seen it?
I'm saying we could have.
We could have done, yeah. I mean, it does have our Lord and Saviour Carl Gorner in it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scream King.
Yeah.
But it's not good. It's no good.
I have seen it. Yeah, I don't remember thinking it was great, but it was a long time ago. It's maybe due a rewatch, maybe due a reevaluation.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I can guarantee you. The room that she's in, I'm going to say, is probably a teenager's bedroom, looking at the decor.
Yeah.
Because we know all teenagers love Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, I mean, I did.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Anecdotally, all teenagers love Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's that kind of, how do I phrase this? There are several moments throughout the film where her mum sort of tries to reach her, whether that's kind of shouting after her, looking for her, trying to call her on her phone. And they're in the same kind of vicinity. Contact is so close to being made, but they can't quite reach one another for reasons which become very obvious at the end.
Okay.
But yeah, we never get to know why this scenario is the way it is, why she's kind of avoiding her mum.
Yeah, kind of the first time watch, you just kind of think, oh, that she has a miserable home life and she's trying to get out of there.
I think the synopsis describes her as a runaway.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I feel like that's a red herring.
Yeah, massively. The whole film is a red herring.
Yeah, all right. That statement was a red herring.
Yeah. This whole courtroom's a red herring.
Was Carl Jung, was he kind of a bit mystic?
Do I look like Carl Jung's biographer?
I don't know what Carl Jung's biographer looks like.
I genuinely don't have a clue. I don't know much about the man himself.
I think I heard somewhere that he believed that these 4 things, aspects of a person's psyche are kind of passed down through from generation to generation.
Yeah.
Through some kind of genetic memory.
Yes.
And because in his mind, it was kind of the same as instincts. Animals that are born and they can walk straight away.
Yeah.
How do they know that?
Yeah.
Or we know to be afraid of fire, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain things that you know already.
Yeah.
Breastfeeding. Like you're a kid, you come out of the vagina. I'm not going to explain how
you
that
could
works.
just say the womb.
They don't come out of the womb.
Of course they do.
I suppose they do. Yeah.
They exit the womb.
The exit point is the vagina. but and I know nothing.
We're talking psychology, not biology here.
And I know nothing about children or babies, but from my understanding is the second that you whack a nipple in front of them, they're just sucking away, right?
Yes, I believe
There's no
so.
like, oh, how do you do that? Give me some instructions.
Well,
Get
some
on
of them do
YouTube.
need to be encouraged. I've never had a child, and I would like to expand that by saying I've never breastfed any children either.
Go on, you can.
It's not always assumed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I believe it is one of those instinctual things.
But he believed it was kind of passed down through the generations, right? These ideas of having the aspects of your psyche, and they serve an evolutionary purpose, I guess, to some degree.
So he believed in the collective unconscious.
Yeah, what is that?
Well, that's the same thing. The
Is it?
instincts. It's not a conscious thought. It's you're working on instinct.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the notion that we all share the same kind of or similar mental concepts.
Mm.
Yeah, I think the only other one that I've seen is Lair of the White Worm. What?
What's that about?
It's not what you think.
Oh, I thought it was a sex thing.
I mean, it's not a stretch with Ken Russell, is
Right,
it?
everything's
It
a
is
sex
often a sex thing with Ken Russell.
Yeah.
No, it's based on a book by Bram Stoker.
Oh, the Dracula guy.
Yeah,
Right.
he didn't just write Dracula, it turns out.
Yeah.
Um,
Bram.
Bram. Yeah.
Oh, Bram, you finished that book yet? I'm halfway through. Piss off.
I believe that's a reenactment of an exact conversation that happened, featuring Bram Stoker's mum.
Butler.
Butler. Oh, you think he had a butler?
Yeah, no. Why would the butler be angry at him? The butler would be angry because the butler would get fired. It's definitely more of an authority figure. Yeah, let's go with mum.
Yeah, okay.
Mrs.
I'm glad we've cleared that up.
Mrs. Stoker.
So that's the only other one that I've seen, and I don't remember a great deal about it, actually. It's probably due a rewatch, but I do remember it's sort of very, again, flamboyant, a little bit camp, very big, theatrical, much like all of Ken Russell's work, I'm led to believe. Whoever it was really nailed the movements, though. That was quite impressive.
Yeah, and before Terry Notary's time.
Yeah, the late 1970s answer to Terry Notary. Yeah. Maybe it was his dad.
Maybe it was his dad. The family business.
Being monkeys. Can you imagine? I love that.
And also make a reality TV show about it.
Yeah. Yeah, keeping up with the chimps.
Yeah.
Sod the Kardashians. That's the show I want.
Just say notary, something.
We'll get there. Yeah. We'll workshop it a little bit.
29th of May 1998 in the UK. It should have been 97. It was delayed for 8 or 9 months because of this little movie called Titanic that was out.
Right.
So it kept getting pushed back like monthly pretty much.
Because they were taking up all the screens or?
Yeah, and it was just, everyone was just going to see Titanic. It was still like, after 10 weeks and 15, 20 weeks, whatever, it was still making as much money as it would have. You know, I don't know, that movie was pretty successful. I don't know if you remember.
I do remember. I went to see the Silly Boat movie 3 times.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, 9
hours. That's 9 hours, yeah.
Wow. I saw it too.
I nearly said that's 9 hours of my life I'll never get back, but all hours are hours I'll never get back.
Yeah.
That's how time works.
You sunk 9 hours into that.
Oh, see what you did there?
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
That movie where Bill Paxton throws the old lady off the side of the boat at the end.
Have you seen it? You sure?
I have seen it. It's a good movie. Bill Paxton's best performance.
He played the ship.
I would have enjoyed
and
that.
the iceberg.
Yeah.